Here with me in the studio now is Sandy Munro of Munro and Associates to chat about consumer acceptance when it comes to EVs. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Oh, no problem, Gina. It's very nice to be here. Thank you.
What would you say the consumer attitude towards EVs is right now?
Probably confused. I'd say that you've got some people that are just absolutely flat out in and they know everything about EVs. And then you've got the masses that have no idea what's going on. And unfortunately, there's a lot of miscommunication out there about what's good and bad about EVs, and so they're very hesitant or confused.
What would you recommend to consumers to learn more about EVs?
The best thing they can do is do their homework. There's quite a number of EVs that are out right now, but there's going to be a flood of them. And what people need to do is find out what's the right thing to buy for their budget. And now that EVs are about the same price from a powertrain standpoint, $100 per kilowatt hour that's what they need to know about. And now that makes it the same price as driving an ICE vehicle. The only difference is that it's very inexpensive. An EV, once you buy it, there's virtually no cost. Your cost for transportation, your fuel, is a quarter of what you're going to get out of gas, and then there's no oil changes, there's no maintenance. Even your brake pads and your tires will last longer.
What trends are you seeing that kind of are shaping the industry in the short term and the long term?
If we look at the most advanced vehicle that's out there right now, that would be the Cybertruck. And so what's coming in there is there's no connection between your steering wheel and the front wheels. It's drive-by-wire, same as what we would use in an airplane, fly-by-wire. It has an Ethernet loop that allows for much better self-driving characteristics. It's probably the safest vehicle on the planet ever. And I could take on a tank with that thing. And it's got rear-wheel steering so that you can take a big monster truck and make it spin around like it's a Volkswagen.
Wow.
A Beetle, I should say.
I've always wanted one of those.
Get a convertible.
Oh, okay. Do you see a big transformation in the supply base as we transition to low carbon propulsion systems?
It depends on the company. So one of the companies that we had to look at was ZF. ZF has made the transition to move away from just building transmissions, because that's what they were the best at. People with brains were using ZF. And they've moved away, and now they're into steer-by-wire, rear-wheel steering, and a bunch of other different features and functions that you'll find on an electric car that you won't find on an ICE vehicle. So they've made the transition. Others are not so lucky, and they waited too long, or they thought that maybe electrification wouldn't happen. They're in trouble. They're in deep trouble, yeah.
Where do you see this industry in 10 years?
I made a prediction in 2019. I did a round the world tour, and at that time I said that by 2030, 50% of the vehicles on the planet that are being produced are going to be electric. And that was met with a lot of laughter and thumbs down. Now, I believe I was wrong. I believe it's 2028, and I can tell you right now, electrification is right around the corner. It doesn't cost as much as it used to. The price curve is going down like hyperbolically. It's amazing, exponentially, I should say.
Wow. Well, thank you for sitting down with us and sharing all of this. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.